What's up everyone, it's Natalie here, and today I am talking about everything Coachella related. This video last year on my vlog channel did really well, where all I did was talk about the breakdown of the cost of Coachella, and this year I'm going for round 2 and I am so excited. So I wanted to kind of do a video after I've already been and tell you guys everything about it, kind of help you guys prepare if you guys are going this year for what to expect and what to bring, what to pack. If you guys are going weekend 1, then let me know, because me and my really good friend Jess are going, and she also does YouTube. Jessica Howell, she's so cute. We're both going. It's gonna be her first time and it will be my second time. And if you guys want to watch my Coachella vlog to kind of actually see how it is, I'll have it linked down below also. But yeah, I'm just so excited. If you guys are going, let me know and tell me who you're most excited to see. Not gonna lie, I haven't looked at the lineup in a while, so I don't really remember everyone anymore, but I really do like the headliners this year. I know that there was some people didn't like it, but some people don't like it every year, but I think Tame Impala is gonna be amazing. Like, I've seen pictures of their concerts or like videos, like Snapchats of their concerts and of their sets, and I'm really excited, but I'm gonna tell you guys everything that you need to know. The first thing for people that are wanting to go next year, I'm gonna start it out with, and if you guys want to kind of plan ahead, that's my first tip. So before you go, I recommend planning as early as possible. The first time I went, I bought pre-sale tickets, which came out in July, and you can actually do payment plans for that, which is really nice. But if you buy it after the lineup is announced and in January, then you cannot do a payment plan, but it's the same price in the end. But yeah, that's like one thing to consider. If you guys don't want to dish out the $450 or the $1,000, whichever ticket you're getting, then pre-sale is definitely the way to go. And also it just secures you with the ticket, and you just feel a lot better. And then also book the hotel way in advance. It has always been the second and third weekend of April, so even though the dates have not been announced, it is always the second and third weekend of April. So what you guys can do is book the hotel ahead of time, and hotels also, normally most hotels, if not all, have a cancellation policy where they don't charge you until you get there. So you can cancel and you're not gonna be even charged a penny. So what I did was I looked at cheap hotels around Palm Springs or Indio, where Coachella is, and I found one that was actually in the route of a shuttle, and it was, I think, only $200 a night or something like that. Me and my friends stayed at a Holiday Inn Express. It did the job. You're not there that often, and honestly, it was nice, like it was totally fine. So we stayed there. It was like $200 a night, and because it was hotel, it was more guaranteed than Airbnb, because Airbnb they can cancel, and Airbnb you can't book that far ahead, versus hotels. We booked this I think in like October or November, before the lineup was announced, before the dates were even announced. Since you know that it's always the second or third weekend, you are pretty good to go. The next thing I would do is, if you guys are from the East Coast or traveling from somewhere far away, chances are tickets to Palm Springs are going to be a lot more expensive rather than going to LA. And LA is like 2 or 3 hours, I think. I'm not 100% sure from Palm Springs, so it is a drive. But what I did was I went to LA because the ticket was significantly cheaper, and then I rented a car using the app called Turo, and Turo is amazing, you guys. I love it. I have never used a rental car service, but I don't think I'm ever going to, because Turo is amazing. This is not sponsored by Turo. I used Turo last year for Coachella, and I also used them over the summer when I was living in LA, and I had the car for 2.5 months. So they're great. Basically what it is like an Airbnb for cars. So what you do is people list their cars or cars that they have on this site, and then they deliver the car to you, or you can pick it up and you can just use it, and it's a rental car company. But normally the cars that I've looked at are like $20 to like $25 a day. They're really, really, really cheap. So they're so much cheaper than rental car companies. The 25 and under fee is a lot less than car companies, and it does come with insurance that adds, I think, like $3 a day, depending on what you want. What I did was I used Turo. It's really easy. I think for the whole week that I'm there, because I'm there actually from Wednesday to Wednesday, I'm spending $400 or something like that. So it's really not bad. If I did it with a rental car company, it can be up to like $100 a day. So it's just a lot better. And then you also see reviews, which is really nice. So you can see reviews. It's really just like Airbnb for cars, and it's awesome. And most of the time I think they deliver it like to the airport, which is great. And if you guys want $40 off or $25 off, I'm gonna have my Turo link down below, because then I get like $40 and you get $40, and it's just a win-win situation. So I'm gonna have my Turo link down below so we can all get a discount. But yeah, I love it. Not sponsored at all. I've used them for a long time. The next thing you want to consider when you're buying a flight is flight flight times, you don't want to leave too early on Monday morning because the traffic from Palm Springs to to LA, if you're flying to LA, is absurd. Even from Coachella to Palm Springs airport is gonna take you like an hour because of the traffic. Typically, I think it's like a 2 to 3 hour drive. Like I said, it took us almost like 8 hours to get to LA from Palm Springs on Monday. Granted, we left at like noon or something like that, which is probably peak traffic time. So if I were you, I would either leave super early in the morning or plan to fly out Monday night because you're just not gonna make it. I know so many people who missed their flight from LA. Another thing I wanted to mention is to get the shuttle pass. So I don't know, I'm pretty sure that you can still buy them, but they do need to be shipped to you, so do that in advance. But the shuttle pass is great. It's $75 for the whole weekend. If you try to book an Uber during like peak season or during Coachella at all, it's like upwards of $100 even if you're close, just because of the surge. So definitely don't rely on Uber at all, which that's why it's nice having a car, and it's also nice getting the shuttle pass because you're paying 75 bucks for the whole entire weekend. And when you get there, it's exciting to kind of get there and like see the fields and see the music festival, all of the art that's there and stuff like that. But I recommend not getting there too early, unless of course there's someone you want to see that's really early, then by all means get there to see your person or your artist, whatever. But if you are not, and your like person or whoever you're wanting to see, it doesn't start until like 7, I mean, don't get there until like 5 at the earliest, because daylight savings, sun doesn't set until later, which is nice, but also you get so exhausted that you just don't want to wear yourself out. You don't want to tire yourself out. So me and my friend Julie last year, we got there at like 6 sometimes, or the earliest I think we got there was 4, and that was like really early. So I think getting there around 5 p.m. is like the perfect time. That's my advice. Maybe you guys want to get there as early as possible, but I know that when we got there at like 3:30 or 4 the very first day, we were so exhausted. We left before the headliner because we were just so tired. We were also jet lagged. We were coming from the East Coast, but we were just, oh my God, like so exhausted. It wears you out. So don't get there too early because you're just gonna be dead by midnight. And then to get home is kind of a process because you have to walk out, which is a long way. Then you have to wait in line for the shuttle if you're on a shuttle, or wait for an Uber or whatever, drive home. It's just a process, so you don't want to be that tired. Another thing is to drink plenty of water. You're in the middle of the desert, and you guys, I didn't know, I've never been to the desert, so I didn't know how dry is in the desert. Like, you are so thirsty and dehydrated, so please drink water. Me and my friend Julie, we went and we did not drink one sip of alcohol. We just like, I don't know how you can drink alcohol at these things because it just dehydrates you so much. So yeah, we were so dehydrated. So make sure to drink plenty of water, and there's like drink stations everywhere there, so it's really easy to get water. The next thing is, if you're going with a group or you're going with someone else, stay together, because if you guys separate, you will not see them like that rest of the day, because there's 0 cell phone service. You guys, I am not exaggerating. All of my Instagram pictures were posted the day after, like, but when I was getting ready for the next day, because in all of my stories I would save and I would just upload them the next day, because there is 0 cell phone service. I tried texting my friends to meet up with them, nothing, like radio silence. It just doesn't send. Stay with who you are. If I had lost my friend, I don't know what I would have done, because there's just absolutely no way of contacting them because there is 0 service. So you're kind of off the grid at Coachella. Not really off the grid, but you know what I'm saying. Like, that's why I honestly recommend going with a smaller group, because a big group will probably split up and you're just never gonna see them again. The next thing that I was kind of shocked at is how difficult it is to get a good picture there, because there are people everywhere. There, I think, are 100,000 people that go to Coachella every single day of the music festival. 100,000 people. That is insane. So it's just hard to get a picture. There are people everywhere, behind you, in front of you, like walking in the way, and I know that might sound dumb to some people, but I don't know, I wanted to get a good picture. I feel like a lot of people do when they go to Coachella, and it's just like so impossible. So kind of when you get one, it's kind of like a one and done. It's like, I'll take it. And then I enjoyed my night, which was great. But yeah, it is so hard to get a picture. One of the days, me and Julie actually went somewhere else outside of Coachella and got pictures. I think that's why a lot of times you see a lot of people like at their Airbnb, like by the pool with photos, because it's really hard to get one when you're actually like at the Coachella fields. The next thing is, again, you're in the middle of the desert, so it is pretty hot during the day. I was sweating, and then really cold at night. It gets to like the 50s at night and like the 80s during the day. so it's kind of like weird to dress by, but because like I was saying, there's so many people and the fields are pretty big, you're walking constantly back and forth, you're never gonna get too cold. But I definitely remember shivering at times and being really cold and being like, wait, what? Like, we're in the desert, why is it cold? Oh yeah, we're in the desert, that's why. So yeah, it just gets hot during the day and cold at night, so keep that in mind. The next thing is probably the most important thing that you need to do, and it is to bring chapstick. Again, going back to being in the desert and being dry, my lips have never been more chapped and dry and like gross in my entire life. They swelled like this much. I actually was joking with people and like sending pictures to my family and stuff, saying that while I was in LA, I got lip injections, and they believed me because of how much they swelled. They were so dry. If my friend did not have chapstick, I honestly don't know what I would have done. I hope that they sell it there because they should, if not, because they're gonna make so much money. I would have literally paid $10 for a chapstick there. It was, oh my God, my lips were just so dry. They were in pain by day 3. Physical pain. Another thing is to bring closed-toed shoes. There's a lot of dust. Your feet are gonna get disgusting, and don't bring anything that you want to get, like that you don't want to get dirty. So like don't bring white sneakers because they're not gonna be white by the end of it. And the next thing I was pleasantly surprised by was that people were not creepy. And I mean, that was my experience. I've been there once. There's 100,000 people. There's gonna be creepy people. But overall, the vibe that I got, everyone kept to themselves. Everyone was in their own head. Everyone was just dancing to the music. Like, it was so much fun. So people aren't creepy. It's not like creepy guys coming up to you wanting to grind on you or anything like that, which like when I go to concerts in Charlotte, I feel like that's what it is, and it's just disgusting and I hate it. So yeah, people really do, even though it's crowded, as long as you're not like in a mosh pit, people really give you your personal space, which is nice, and they don't like creepily come up and talk to you, at least from when I was there, and it was just me and my friend. Bring portable phone chargers. Even though you don't have service and you might not be using your phone, for it to be like searching for data and searching for cell phone connection drains your battery, and just in case anything happens, you're gonna want your phone. And also on the ride home, on the shuttle ride home, you're gonna want your phone. So yeah, just bring portable chargers for sure. And if you guys always see Coachella pictures, you must see people that like cover their mouth with bandanas, or have bandanas on them. And even though bandanas are very trendy and they're in, the main reason people bring those is because there can be really bad dust storms, and the dust will go everywhere, in your eyes, in your mouth, up your nose. It's really bad. It can be so bad. So for us, when we went last year, it really wasn't that bad, but there were moments where there was a lot of dust. But some people said that the previous years there were really bad dust storms. So bring something that you can just cover your mouth with, because you don't want to have like a bunch of dust inhaled. It's just not nice. And another tip is to only eat one meal at Coachella. So again, if you're getting there around 5, kind of eat right before, and then you only have to eat one meal at Coachella. I don't remember the food being that overpriced. I think I probably paid like $12 to $15 for a meal, which is what I was expecting. The drinks are expensive because I remember seeing how much they were, and I was also like, that's another reason why I'm not gonna drink alcohol here. But yeah, I don't remember the food being super expensive. I don't think. Maybe it is. I don't know. That is kind of my tips for how to go to Coachella, what to expect for Coachella, how to prepare for it. This year, I did not prepare for it. I got them not at the pre-sale because when I tried, it was sold out. My Airbnb, we got super late, so it was way more expensive. It was double the price that I paid last year. The car I just got yesterday, and I'm leaving in a week. I don't know what I'm wearing yet. Yeah, so I did not plan at all this year. But if you guys want to do it the right way, now you know how to prepare, what you should bring. I hope this helped any of you guys. If you guys are going weekend 1, please comment, DM me, so that we can hopefully run into each other. We're not gonna be able to DM back and forth while we're there, but you never know. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Again, tell me if you guys are going, or if you guys have been, or what music festival is your favorite, and I will talk to you guys.